Hi guys, we got a little bit more info on Blade SP. So, hey, more info on Blade SP. I'm super happy. But unfortunately, I still don't know when the beta is dropping. So, yay. There's multiple dates on the line right now. So, I just gave up on finding out the beta is. I'll just post the video on his kid when he drops at this point, man. I'm kind of pissed mad. His beta's getting delayed, but okay, we got a little bit more information on Blade SP. So, I'll just go through quickly as I humanly can. Also, this is from a pretty credible source. Most of you probably know it's from Luna, actually. But in the end, these are leaks, so always take them with a grain of salt, okay? Now for his latest info. Has a charge like Himeko, will immediately launch an attack upon gaining enough of it. Has a taunt like Preservation Trailblazer. Has a zone like Jiaoshu. Has the countdown transformation that ends upon meeting a countdown like Firefly. Dealing damage with his skill is like considering launching a Fuwa like Topaz. So these are the more latest information on his kit. There's also the possibility of him being a HP scaling unit from the old leagues, but I'm not gonna cover it too much. So again, Blade SP is looking more like a support sub DPS. Again, here it mostly looks like a sub DPS kit, but most of his kits should be on debuffing enemies mainly, and his damage source is mainly coming from his follow-up that's probably tied to his this transformation. Again, we don't know much about his transformation, but most of his kit should be relying on this follow-up for damage and debuffing enemies to increase your team's damage. So again, Blade SP looks like a really cool unit, at least from the leaks that we know, and hopefully everything goes well and it's a solid universal support, because yeah, I like niche supports, but at a point I also would like to have a universal support that can go into multiple teams, even though the universal support might not be the best thing for that unit. But being second best is not bad when you can go into multiple teams, So I really wish Blaze kit end up pretty universal and pretty decent. Like, he doesn't need to be the best in what he does, He doesn't need to be the best in every single team. He just needs to be best in one team and maybe decent for other teams. I wouldn't mind that, because I really like those kind of units. That's the one reason I pulled Tribi back in 3.1, even though I didn't like her design or anything like that. Even her story was mediocre for my liking, but I pulled her just because of her universality and versatility at that time. Even though she was only good with Herda, she was like a best in slot for Herda, but the other team, she was like decent, right? So I just pulled her then. And Blade looks like that unit. As of now, his best team is going to be with Asheville, and the rest of the teams he's going to be just, decent. Probably also really good with Akron, but again, we don't know his full kit, so probably need to wait for beta. But again, I have zero idea when the beta is coming, but yeah, these are the latest info we got on him. Him having a zone, I think it's almost confirmed at this point. Everybody's saying he's going to have a debuffing zone, so yeah, the rest, we just need to wait for the beta to confirm it. So yeah, that's all we got on Blade SP for now, and yeah, probably we're gonna get a little bit more glimpse of his kit before the official beta probably. So yeah, have a good day guys, and yeah, see you guys on another video.